me an export consultant. He is the founder of Success Edge for Entrepreneurship Development Agency. Development Seed is the president of Success Edge Exporters Network. SIN. He is a board member of the U.S. Nigeria Trade Council, Atlanta, Georgia, USA. He is also the immediate past vice chairman of Export Group, Lagos Chambers of Commerce. He's also a member of Nigerian American Chambers of Commerce and Netherlands Business Link, and many others. So he'll be joining me today, and we'll be looking at exporting nuts, and it has been steadily increasing in recent years, making it lucrative industry for export. Nuts such as almonds, cashew nuts, walnuts, peanuts, groundnuts. They are highly sought after for nutritional value, versatility, and the application of the product in producing a lot of healthy snacks. So the benefit of nuts is numerous. We're going to be talking about it and how you could cash in on exporting nuts. You know, some people just export nuts. They do groundnuts, they do cashew nuts, they do different types of nuts. So we'll be looking at that this morning. Even Arnold's, we're looking at that this morning, how you could get in on nut export. So let me connect with Mr. Godwin, and then we get the conversation going, and hopefully you also get to ask your question today on the program, because I plan to open the phone line later on for you to join the conversation. We are streaming on YouTube as always, so we are on YouTube right now. So you could just link up on YouTube and join the conversation there. Leave a comment and share.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Good morning to you, Godwin Oyefesa.
Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Lagos. It's a pleasure being around.
Okay, great. I think network is good this morning. So we are looking at exporting nuts, different types of nuts abroad. Yes, nuts to the UK, to the US, to Dubai, to different parts of the country. You know, Nigeria is blessed. We have different types of nuts in this country. But to go into the topic, let's look at the nuts that we have in abundance in Nigeria that can be exported.
Okay. Good morning, Nigerians, once again. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Mary. And I want to wish all of us happy inauguration. We want to thank God for a new government. We are believing God that this government will favor each and every one of us, and that as we put our hands on one or two businesses, it shall be well with us. When others are saying there's casting down, as for us, all the listeners of this edition, every Tuesday, we will be saying we are moving forward. So that will be our portion. Now, today we'll be looking at various types of nuts we can export out of Nigeria and make a lot of profit. And after we mention that, we'll now be focusing them one after the other. Nigeria is so blessed with a lot of minerals and material resources. Keeping something very, very something this morning. We've been talking so much about agro-commodity exports. We've been talking about food exports. I want to let us also know that we also can export solid minerals. And Nigeria has about 44 solid minerals in the ground. And 70% of those solid minerals, we've not actually exploited them. One of those solid minerals that is making waves in the world, and Nigeria has not even looked at it at all, is what they call lithium. Lithium raw. Now, this lithium raw ore, Nigeria, a lot of countries that are buying oil from Nigeria are shifting away from Nigeria. They are looking for alternative to oil. they don't want to be banned. They are looking for alternative to oil. And one of the thing is that they are looking towards running replacing fuel with either solar, that is sun, that is, your car can move with sun. You store and you move with sun. You actually can also move with electric motors. That is, you don't need fuel to run. Now, for example, now, Mary, you discover that immediately the president said yesterday that fuel subsidy is gone. 80% of filling stations lock up their filling station, even though there is oil, there is fuel, and a lot of people are suffering. Now, this morning, I can tell you that the fuel, the prices of transportation has gone up by 40 to 50%.
Yeah.
Where they've been taking 100 naira, they are taking 200.
Yeah.
Where they are taking 300, they are taking 400 this morning. So, but do you know that you may actually need fuel to run your car if you an electric, car? What powers electric car is also called electric battery. And what they use in producing that electric battery is called lithium. And that is in abundance in Nigeria. So do you know what happened, Mary?
Mm.
And the highest producer of this battery, electric lithium, called lithium battery, is Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, is producing it. So what he did is that he Nigeria and told Nigeria that, please, Nigeria, don't touch all the. Nigeria has a large deposit of this lithium ore. He said, please don't touch. I will give you money for it.
Yeah.
Don't touch it and don't allow anybody to go near it. He went straight. He came straight to Nigeria and made of solid minerals. But thank God, the minister now told Elon Musk, that's no problem. We are not going to sell. We are not going to, sell lithium oil. We are not going to give it to you, no matter how much you have. You must come to Nigeria and come and be producing the electric battery, which is made of lithium oil. And since then, Elon Musk left Nigeria and never talked to Nigeria again. Now, that is a revelation about that lithium oil.
Mm.
By 2020, a metric ton of lithium oil is $6,000.
Well, that's big.
$6,000 per metric ton. And you know what they are giving Nigeria, Mary?
Mm.
They are giving Nigeria per metric ton only 30,000 naira. Now, quickly do a calculation. I want you to give me the answer. 750 times 6,000.
Okay.
I want to hear that from you.
Okay. Say it again.
750 naira times 6,000 times $6,000.
Okay. Hold on. I'm pressing the calculator. Is
No.
45 billion. If it's 750,000 times 60,000, that's 45 million.
Do you see? Don't you see that's crazy?
That's huge. Oh.
They want to buy the same thing
That's huge.
for between. They want. Sorry, they want to buy the same thing for about 100,000 from Nigeria. 100,000 naira from Nigeria. You see why exports will remain the only way for you to really become billionaires. And that's the reason this information, people keep this information from people. There are villages. I'm going to come back with those places. And our Igbo brothers will be crazy and say, wow, what's going on? So this thing there for my town. Therefore,
Information.
and information as to that. And people are even planting crops on top of those lands, and they don't know what is inside the ground. So, really move this country forward. beg our people to exploit information. Information is the gateway to man's advancement. No man can advance. I said it, without information. And that's the reason those people keep on holding information from you. And that's why we all should be grateful to this station, to the management of this station, who has the privilege of giving us all this opportunity to hear. And I'm believing God that it's not enough for us to hear, also to do. So let me leave that for now before people started running after. Yes. So let's keep that. Let's go.
Yeah. But
Let's start
we
with
might as
today's
well come
topic.
back to it later because that has to do with money.
Ah,
Yeah, we'll come back
that,
to
that,
that.
that, that's bastard. That's an amazing money. You know, before Elon Musk can flow from Nigeria on a private jet to Nigeria, that guy is not a stupid guy.
Mm.
And he came because he saw a massive opportunity that Nigerians are not seeing. So let's go to today's topic, which is on not export. It's called.
Yeah.
So on not exportation, now there are various type of nuts that you can export. You can export bitter cola. You can export wonderful cola. You can also export walnuts. You can export tiger nuts. Okay, you also can export what you call cola nuts. Those are various types of nuts that one can export out of Nigeria and make good money. So this morning we'll just be focusing our attention on bitter cola exports. On bitter cola exports. Bitter cola is what you see around you when you are going on the road, beside the road, inside. In fact, it's almost becoming somehow. Some people will be maybe selling bitter cola inside a bus, local buses,
Yeah.
because it's so abundant in Nigeria. So, but there's some revelation is that if Nigeria can actually exploit this opportunity, we can make between 20 to 25 billion naira on just exportation of bitter cola out of Nigeria. Now, let me also let you know that Nigeria is the second largest exporter of bitter cola in the world. Nigeria is the second largest exporter of bitter cola in the world. Now, Nigeria export most of its bitter cola to India, to US, Indonesia, Spain. Okay,
Yeah.
so those are the great markets within the concept of this, and in particular, a company about 3 companies to India last year shipped about 127 shipments of bitter cola, because you see, bitter cola has a lot of usage, which is quite amazing. So, and that's the reason we'll be focusing on it, and so that we can see how we can get into exporting them and making good money out
Mm.
of it. Now, like I said earlier on, Nigeria is one of the hottest non-exportable product, making millions on steady count. Like
Mm.
I said earlier on, it's highly sorted after. Bitter cola is highly sorted after in the international market. The first question you want to ask that what is bitter cola? Bitter cola has botanical name that is called Tina cola. So if actually you are meeting a buyer, he may not tell you bitter cola. He may rightly just tell you, okay, I want to buy Gasina cola. So the botanical name for bitter cola is also Gasina cola.
Mm.
And the questions are, what is the importance? Why are people requesting for it? It's because of its health benefits. And what are the health benefits? Number one, bitter cola can cure cough. Bitter cola can do what? Can cure cough. Number
Mm.
two, it can cure chest pain. Bitter cola also can cure, toothache. Bitter cola can also cure dysentery. Now, now, uh, now it will also surprise you, and I may not want to come into all to detail of this, because people may think that I'm a herbalist. I will just not but these are basic research which I've done personally myself. Now, when it make labor easy delivery of baby,
Yeah.
that bitter cola make labor or easy delivery of baby. And I have, a lot of particular area which I serve, but I will not want to discuss that so that people will not say I'm a herbalist. Okay,
Yeah.
so but that is some of the important. Now, bitter kola is also used in producing, it's also produced in soft drinks. It's also used in preparation of herbal drugs, either as a nourishment or a supplement or a herbal remedy. No, these are the basic, some of the reasons why people, then again, significantly, it also reduces high pressure when used twice daily. That is, if you're having a lot of pressure on your eyes, it can help to reduce it daily. Then it's also one of the funny thing that a lot of people don't know. Some of this beer that some people drink is used as a supplement, a substitute for hops in brewing lager beer. I don't want to mention a particular brand, but I think I can see that it's normally being used for it, especially preserving beer spoilage. Now, when you produce beer and you don't want the beer to spoil, use, I mean, the moisture in in producing, in preserving it. So it's used as preservative against beer spoilage. So these are part of the reason why a lot of people are demanding, for bitter kola. Like I said earlier on, is in high demand. Now, which countries actually, have a high demand, for bitter kola? Number one, India. Number two, Indonesia,
Yeah.
America, Germany, France, Italy, China, Japan, and Thailand. These countries, actually demand bitter kola in high demand. The next thing you want to ask that, where now do I source this commodity from Nigeria? Where do I source commodity from Nigeria? Now, you can actually source bitter kola from states like Osun State, and particular places within Osun, about almost about 10 of them, particularly that you see this commodity in abundance. You also can in Ogun State, in Ondo State, in Delta, in Edo, all the axes are places where you actually can source, bitter kola, for exports. And one of the things that you actually need to know is the price of this commodity. Normally, and it's also not difficult. Now, when you talk about export, there are two types of export. You can export either by air or by sea. Okay, but
Yeah.
you discover that mostly bitter kola actually can be exported by air. And so what that means that you actually can do exporting. I mean, your exportation can be in small amounts. In fact, let me shock you to tell you that if you have 80,000 to 100,000, you can export bitter kola.
Hmm.
Now, let me give you some
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
It does not really require shipment. It does not necessarily require some shipment in large amounts, depending on your financial layout. You know, a trial order, on the trial order, with amount 100 to 80,000. So one of the things. Then again, you also can send it either through cargo or by courier. But I don't advise you send by courier because the cost of courier is high. But you can use cargo. Okay, that is, you have airline who are going to a particular country. There's an arrangement that you have, and they can take it. That's also. Then again, it's also you can reach the buyer within 4 days. Okay, this is a business that actually you can do within a week or two from that you collect your money. Now, so like I said, also it's also very important. Some fact is also that it could be transported either dry or fresh or in powder form. That also depends on what the buyer requested for. But mostly, some demand or either dry. Now, again, like I said earlier on, some of the things that make it simple is that packaging does not require any air. Paper material is usually, what is needful, so and which you can also get in any place. So that makes the business also, so you don't really need to get a big container or perhaps a big carton to do it. There's a way this is done, and I think for those who are able to meet me personally, these are things we can demonstrate to them to
Yeah.
see how simple the thing actually is. So these are some of the facts that actually you can, you can do in getting. So then let's look at the price. Now in Nigeria now, a kilo of bitter cola is between 1,000, 1,500 to about 1,600 per kilo. But it will surprise you that now in international market, bitter cola is sold for $25. $25. $17 to $25. I don't know if at time I would have said we're going to do a full calculation. But let me tell you from all sense of humility that this is a business where you can make 100% gain. Bitter cola is a business that you do and you make 100% gain. That is, if you invest 100,000, you make 100,000. If you invest 200,000, you get 200,000. If you get 500,000, you get 200,000, 500,000 as profit. If you invest 1 million, you make 1 million.
Mm.
That's the fun thing about this business of bitter cola. Okay,
Bitter
so
cola. So
so
you've been on bitter cola, just bitter cola since bitter cola.
just bitter cola.
Hmm.
Yes, bitter cola is what I've been talking about.
Hmm. Just only one
You
cola, just
see,
one bitter cola, not
just
other,
one
just one.
bitter cola, orogbo in Yoruba. Okay, they call it orogbo bitter cola, which is also called Gatina cola. So, like I said, you also can your investment can be, from 80 to 100,000 naira, and you can actually make good money out of it. Now, the question that you want to ask, that how do I receive my money? You know, the safest way to receive money from foreign buyer, like I said earlier on, is you can call it what you call cash in advance or wire transfer or via your bank account. Let's look at this one, which is called cash in advance or wire transfer. Wire transfer via bank account. This is a practice where you collect your payment for your goods in advance. This happen through bank wire. You notice there are some things that when you get to some bank, I won't mention the system of bank. This bank, every time I go, I always see people lining up to money. I say, what are these people doing? Why are they coming time? I see them calling money. They are not Yahoo guys. These are people also engaged perhaps in small scale export. Okay, so you can actually collect your money through this. Then the second method is what they call credit sales or letter of credit. Now, what is letter of credit or credit sales? This is a process where the buyer obtains a credit from his bank, authorizing that his bank should pay the seller on his behalf through the seller's bank. Now, the seller now get paid once the buyer confirms the receipt of the goods in good faith. Documents can then be released for onward clearing where it involves heavy items on the container. So, another method you can also, get in payment when you export data cola is also what you call document against payment or draft document. Document against payment or draft document. Now, what is document against payment? Okay, in this situation, the seller use the bank to receive the payment. Now, the goods are usually shipped with a bill of lading through his bank. Now, the bank then forward it to the buyer's bank in his country of residence. Then the buyer bank now collect the payment from the buyer before releasing the goods. This is also very good. Now, somebody collect the goods. Now, when you see the good, you pay me money, I release the goods to you. You see, so these are various payments. You can use what they call, like I said earlier, you can use what they call cash in advance, which is also what through your bank account. Also can use what they call letter of credit. You also can use what they call documents against the payment. Okay, these are various methods that you can use in getting your money. Now, like I said, we've mentioned the countries that you can actually export this commodity to. We've mentioned where you can get it in Nigeria, show you the packaging, show you the price in national market, in local market. It's actually to you how to do package. And I don't know whether I should stop here for people to ask.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that elaborate explanation talking about bitter cola. So what we'll do now is I think we have about 25 minutes before we round off the program. So I'll open the phone lines for you to send in your WhatsApp message or to call. We just picked bitter cola now. You know, we have a lot to talk about. There's cola nut, there is cashew nut, there is
Yeah.
tiger nut, there is granite. and there is a lot of
Wow.
nuts, and all of them.
Hello, yes, I think I'm getting relief now. So if anybody have question, please pass this question to Mary.
Okay,
Hello.
okay, yeah, I'm here, I'm
Yes,
here.
you are mentioning everything. You are the you are
So they have we have lots of nuts that
okay.
you can export.
Yes, okay.
So today we just
Exactly. Okay.
explained a lot about bitter cola nuts
Yes.
that you can. So you've talked about where to get it, how you can package it,
Yes.
and where you can export it to.
Okay.
So that has been
That's it.
explained here.
Right.
You don't need a NAFDAC number to export bitter cola,
You
right?
don't. Beautiful.
Okay,
You don't.
so
Yes, you don't. Because it's a raw commodity.
see, so you just to hit the ground running. All you just need is your export license and your
Yes.
business registration.
Common registration.
Yeah, your
Beautiful.
company registration.
Which we can also help you get, yeah,
That can be
without
sorted
stress.
for you without stress. So you already said where you can get it, how to package it. So now let me not waste our time. I'll open the phone lines for you to
Yes.
ask
Okay.
questions. So the numbers to call in, or yes, to call in. This is for calling in, and to send in a WhatsApp message is 08022493182. 08022493182. 08022493182. So that's the number. You can also send a WhatsApp message to that number, or you could use the studio line. This is not the studio line, this is just for the export conversation. So you could use the studio line to send in a message to on 0700 903 9039. So let's take your questions now. We've talked about bitter cola. So you could streamline your question to bitter cola, or you can even ask more questions. So we have a caller here on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
This is Bennett calling from Osun.
Can you speak up a bit so we can hear you well?
I said this is Bennett calling from Osun.
Okay, go ahead, Benedict.
I wanted to, if you want to source, you need to get a working license first.
Okay, okay. If you need to have exporting license, that what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
before you can export.
Okay, before you can export. Okay, okay, thank you. You'll get answer to your question. Mr. Godwin, he said exporting license. Is it a
Okay.
must?
Thank you.
Even if I
Thank
don't
you
want to
very
do
much.
large quantity, I want to send to someone in the
Quantity.
UK. Yeah, do I need a license?
Okay. Thank you very much. Whatever is worth doing well. Now, you want to become a doctor, you must go to a medical school. You must pass out from a law school. You want to be a chartered accountant, you must do ICANN. You want to be a management consultant, you need to be a chartered, a member of the Chartered Institute of Management. You want to be an insurance, you must have a chart. You want to be a bidder. You don't just go and say, yes, Shebi, I don't let make I come the bid now. No, that's why we're having a lot of collapse housing. You must be a member of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, which is called current. Now, when you are coming to export, you must sense. Please and please. And that's why a lot of people are losing money. They say, oh, maybe it's just something small. There's nothing that is small. Now, a doctor is carrying out a doctor who actually can give a medicine for headache can at the same time be a specialist in surgery and do surgery. Now, if it's not trained in the art, it's going to fumble. So the basic that when you are doing export, export is an institution. It's not that let me just come and make money and go away. They say money they there, make I go make am, make I dey. No, it's an institution and you must respect that institution. Now, if you are doing want to go into export, number one, come register. And I've said it over and over again that if you come to me, by the grace of God, within 10 days, you can get the company register for you. Now, export license is that you cannot, you cannot say I want to do jam if you have not passed one. It's not possible. You
Mm-hmm.
must say
Yeah.
it should be not small. No, it's not like that. So you need to get export license for any export. Okay, any anything you want to export, you must get an export license. and I can get you that just within 3 days to 5 days. So there's no problem with that. And once you have a license, it's not every month. Okay, the first license you get is going to take you for 2 years. So these are information that are very vital. Now, don't
Okay.
allow somebody to say,
Okay.
I don't want
Mi-
my export license for you.
mi-
So
mi-
it's very important to get.
okay, Mr. Godwin, we need to take the question quicker because other people are asking
Okay,
questions here. Hello,
okay,
good morning.
okay. I need to be very fast.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, what's your name and location?
My name is Malaka. Calling you.
Okay, can you speak up for me a bit so that I can hear you loud?
My name is Malachi. I'm calling you from Ejibo.
Good, Mr. Malaka.
Can
Go
you hear me
ahead.
now?
Yes, loud, nice, loud. Go ahead.
Okay. I've been traveling to Germany and Holland.
Okay.
So, and I would like to work with the man so that he will give me the contact because we have a lot of Ebola in my place, a lot. But I should eat it every day. This month I've eaten one.
Hmm.
But based on what you just explained, I discovered this thing is in a lot of work and we have to get off. Why a lot in my place. We only carry it to market and sell it anyhow.
Okay. So you want to know the demand in Germany and Holland?
Yes, I've been traveling in Germany and the whole land.
Okay.
I have my
Okay.
visa available. So, but what I want to ask him is the contact, or I can work with him to have the contact person.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
can I reach him through this number?
Yes, you
Okay,
no, no, he will answer you now. You will reach him on. It's on social media.
okay, okay.
You
Thank you very much.
okay? Just keep
Yes.
listening.
On in Germany, bitter cola is sold for 20 euro, and that's a massive monitor.
20 euro
So
for
and
one
you
bitter cola in Germany. Is that what you're saying?
25, 25, 25,
25
25,
euro. Oh,
25, yes, in Germany. And you see, the good thing is that, for example, in Germany, these things are used for many purposes and it's in high demand. The same thing with Poland. I've been to Holland, I've been to Netherlands, right? I can tell you that vividly is in demand. Like I say, you can reach me on for more. You can reach my social media at Godwin Oyefeso on Facebook. Godwin Oyefeso on Facebook. Get my contact on Export Television. Export Television on face on YouTube. Export Television on YouTube. You can get most question, please. Next question.
okay. Let's take more calls here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, man.
Good morning to you. Welcome to the program. What's your name and location?
This is Stefan calling from.
Welcome, Mr. Ifine. Go ahead, sir.
Please, I want to ask if the export, how do I connect to the man?
Okay, the export. How do you do what?
How do I connect with the man? I'm interested in the export opportunity. I was
Okay,
one of the people that came
for the seminar.
for the business for the seminar the other time.
Okay.
This one is it different from that one we came that year?
Okay. If what he's saying now is different from what you came for the other day when you came for the seminar, right? That what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Thank you. You will get
Okay.
answers to your
Okay. I
question.
think
Did you
yes.
get what
Basically,
Mr.
that
Ifine said?
I get what you said. Now, the last seminar, I think the one we did was how to export to America through Agua. I think that's what we did. Is that?
Yes, yes, that's
Hello?
one. Yes, that's one Mr. Ifeanyi attended. So now you're talking about not. So he wants to know if it's the
Now,
same.
now this is that for those who want to have more detail about this not exportation, you can just reach me on my social media. That is Godwin Oyefeso. Godwin Oyefeso. You get more details. Then you can go to my YouTube channel for more details. So from you can explain one of the things to you. Export television on YouTube. Next question.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome to the program. What's your name and location?
Please, my name is Miss Maggie.
You said your name is Vicky Martins, right? Okay.
Madu.
Okay, go ahead, ma. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I get what you're saying. You said you want to get your export license, that you've been to his office in Ikeja, but you haven't gotten. Okay, 2012. Okay. That's okay. So what do you want to know? You want to know how to get your export license? Okay. Thank you very much. Just listen. I don't know if Mr. Godwin, you got what she was saying. The line is not
Yes,
so clear.
yes, it's not clear.
2012,
Now,
2012. She came to you. That's long time ago. That's how many years now? 2012.
that's
That's
not more than
11 years.
19 years ago.
So you see that's the
This way.
you've been people know you've been in this business for long. That's
Yes,
just to tell
thank
people
God for
that
that.
this
Thank
person
God.
has been here for long.
Yes, 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 yes. He came to, I think I can remember the man came for our program very long time. You see, the point is that I think when people come for program, they don't do anything. Other see other people now succeeding. They will get up and say, "Wow, see what happened." So the woman can just try and see me. Just need to have a refresher course, then you can move forward with it. Next question.
Okay, so if Mr. Godwin has been given his social media handle, so you could track him there, and then you know his office. You said you even met him,
Export
so you
television,
could,
yes.
yes, you can meet him. Zero. Well, okay. We're getting many calls, but let me go to. I want to take message. It's been calls. Let's take this WhatsApp message. Good morning, Mary. Good morning to you all. When is another seminar coming up? I have somebody to send for it. Mr. Dennis from Isolo. Okay, and that one I can answer. It's coming up in July.
Yes.
So July, the middle of July, we're going to have another seminar. July, not June, July. So then I will announce it. From next week, we'll start announcing the date and taking payment for it. So it's July, we're going to have another seminar. So another question is this. Let me see. Good morning. It's another beautiful day. Let's see. Okay. I think this is a prayer. Thank you very much for your message. How much is the export license and the requirement? Okay, I think this has been said before. Export license and the,
On and on.
yeah. Export like how much is it and the requirement?
Okay, the requirement for export license, you need to get the company registered. That's all your documents and the holding this to tell you 07, certificate and memorandum. But all those things have been packed together now. The new incorporation that is everything is put together. So just all the complete CAC registration. And for those who want to know the price, you can just connect me on my social media, Godwin Oyefeso. Then on YouTube, just Export Television. Just type Export Television. You can reach me, then I'll give you the price. Thank you. Next question.
Okay, this one say, good morning. I just joined. Where can I get my export license? Which country have need for this product? Where do I get good supply at good price? Okay, now
Okay.
that's
Countries that
mm,
The countries that need bitter cola include India, Germany, Britain, uh, China, Japan, Thailand, Indonesia. Those are the places where you can export the commodity to. Now, where do you get the commodity in in uh, in Nigeria? You can get places like in Osun State, in Oyo State, in Ogun State, in Ondo State, in Ekiti State, in Edo. So those are places. But to reach me, I can, some places in particulars. You cannot just say Ondo State. I just go to Ondo. No, there are particular places. Therefore, those speak, I can give them further information so that we can answer that question. Next question.
Okay, now the number to call is 08022493182. That's the number to call in, okay? And ask your questions. And the WhatsApp number to call, you can send your WhatsApp to the studio line is 0700 We are talking about exporting bitter cola abroad. Bitter cola. All you need to know about exporting bitter cola abroad is what we have talked about today. In case you're just tuning in, you could follow this episode on YouTube. So what is being done here is on YouTube. If you go to our YouTube channel, Voice of the People, you will see there search for how to export bitter cola abroad. You will see it. You could watch in case you need to catch up on this episode. Maybe you've missed something. Now, another question here from our listener says, "Good morning, Mary. I would like to know the time for the seminar." Okay, I've said that before, Mr. Michael. I said that in July we're going to have another seminar, the middle of July. I will announce the date maybe tomorrow or this week. So we'll start preparing. So thank you for that message. Another one here says, "Good morning, Mr. Godwin Eoyefesol. I've been following your program for a very long time. I haven't come for any of your seminar, but I'm planning to attend the next one that Mary just spoke about. Now, for the bitter cola, how do I source for the quality one, the fresh one that I can export? Because I see that there are some bitter colas that if they are not properly preserved, they get spoiled or they are not so presentable. How do I source for the presentable one, keep them, package it for export?" Okay, this one is from Mr. Peter Adeshola.
Okay. Now, basically, when you are exporting bitter cola, mostly the ones that are demanded for big one. Two, they are also the fresh one. Because, for example, like India, they use it for some drugs, inclusion in the product. So it's the liquid that's taken down. Okay, that for preservation purpose, there are ways you can actually preserve bitter cola because for that time will not permit us to actually do that in detail. But if you reach me on Facebook, Yefesto, or YouTube channel that is Export Television, you can get more time to talk for 1 hour on those aspects. Next question.
Okay, I think we have a caller here. Hello.
Hello, Mary. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name and location?
Joshua speaking from Apapa.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Joshua. Go ahead with your question.
The issue here, a lot of people have gone to the seminar, but nothing to show for it. Like me, okay?
Okay.
When I went to the seminar, he asked me to bring bitter cola for an example and red oil, okay? After the seminar, he asked me to be calling him that he will tell me one. Since today, I call, and I became tired.
Okay.
Secondly, I gave him bitter cola for an example. I always feel I have an oil meal, fresh. I brought an example. Tea, nothing to show for it. So, I became tired. I don't know.
Okay, very good.
To let people come out and also testify. Since I've been going to seminar, look at. Let us know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I brought bitter cola that he's talking about today, face to face. I gave him red oil. I have oil meal in my place.
Yeah.
I told him. He said that I should bring fresh, the top of the oil. I said, you can't bring only the top without down. Any oil that gets only top is not original because it's my business. So I don't know,
Okay, you know what? Just hold on. Let him answer the question. I'm going to cut you now. So let him just listen now, because what you have said, he needs to answer.
Now, you see the challenge a lot of people have is that it is not what it is not to have your export. It is what the buyers want, and that's the greatest mistake a lot of people are having. It is not what you want that the buyer wants. It is what the buyer wants that you want produce. Now, if you have a red and we have a sample, there's a demand by a buyer, okay, in the US. It said the one he wants was the one he thought. You cannot say you cannot. If you cannot get it, no problem. Okay. That when the other ones you said you have, when there's a demand for it, no problem. You can have it. So if you have a oil, and that's not what the buyer wants, that's why at times whenever we come for a program, I will show you what a buyer wants. That you use mouth to talk. So if you cannot do it, then on the issue of bitter cola, bitter cola is very, very good. It's what I told you, from the only business where you make 100%. There's a lot of people. Nigeria has more supplier, and there is there's more. They have more supplier than the buyer wants. So you always have people on the queue. So if you are not patient, you cannot do that. So the best thing you can do is that you can go to other commodity trades like cashew. There's a lot of demand for cashew. There's a lot of demand for SSC. There's a demand for other commodities. So it's not compulsory that you must your but a particular product. So that is what is also very important. Then number two, what I want to suggest for people is this, and that is where expertise comes in. Now, you also can register with a lot of B2B sites. I have a lot of them. Okay, that you can register with so that you can have consistent buyers for a lot of products. Then you cannot fix yourself. Whenever you are doing export, you have to spread your wings. Okay, as much as possible. Like I did a analysis the other time that last year 124 products was exported out of Nigeria. So don't say this is only what I want. As long as you say that I want to do export, be rest assured that as many commodities that are available, as long as I can always import. So that is the answer to that question.
Okay.
That you said earlier on.
He tried reaching you. He could not. The product he sent, he hasn't gotten a feedback yet. I don't know. I have question for you. Have you done your export license? Have you registered your business? Do you know Mr. Godwin Efeso's office? Because if this is a serious, yes, he has an office. If you need more information, you could get it. Have you done all of this?
And if you are calling me and I've not responded, rest assured that a lot of people are calling. A lot. For example, I was online from Indonesia. The call was almost close to 1 hour. So a lot of people call. So I cannot leave the foreign call. I have to call them in advance. So if you have not called, if you are trying to call me, send me a message. You have not sent an email, to reach out to me. But the rest assured that as you are interested in reaching out to me, thousands of people are at the same time trying to reach out to me. So, what's the name of the man? So don't be annoyed. Just keep on trying.
Okay, I think I have missed your name, but I have your number. So because there is no point you come for the seminar and you're not able to do anything with it if you really want to do something with it. So you come at the end of the day you're not doing it, then what is the issue? When some other people other people came in, at least they started something, they're able to move. So I want to know where you are. What is the problem? What is the issue? Where are you, so that it can be solved? So thank you very much for calling. My time here is up, although I have other questions here, but it's up. So, but I'm going to have Mr. Godwin here again on Tuesday. But once we finalize the date for the next seminar, I'm going to be having Mr. Godwin here every day via the phone to answer some of these kind of questions. If you have questions here, so that yes, you can ask your questions. That's it, and all of them will be answered. So thank you very much for being part of the program. Today we talked about bitter cola, just that topic, just bitter cola. We gave you the information, everything you need. And the interesting part is, this is the information. Information is everywhere. So you could go to YouTube, you could ask. There are a lot of people doing exports. So you could, this is just to encourage you to start exporting products. So thank you, Mr. Godwin Efeso. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. And if you want to meet Godwin Efeso, you could tell us your Facebook, your social media handles. So
you can get me on my social media on Godwin Oyefeso. Just type Godwin on Facebook, you get for me, or you go to my YouTube channel, which is called Export Television. Just type Export Television on Facebook on YouTube. You get from there. You get my contact. You can call me. But please, if you are calling me and you are not reaching out to me, please don't be angry.
Send
Please
send
kindly
send a
call my
message.
call.
Yes, if you call him and it's not, send a WhatsApp message. Get the office, go there because
I,
as the number is there, lots of people are
yes,
calling, and that's the truth.
yes, a lot of people.
That's the simple truth. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on the
So
program
thank you
today.
very much. It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
So we see you next week by God.
yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of the program Business Around Town. Tomorrow I'll be here again for another edition of the program, but tomorrow is going to be business conversation, VOP Business School conversation. We'll be talking on business, how to grow your business. That's going to just be on business conversation. So you could look forward to that tomorrow from 9:30. I'll be here for that conversation. So thank you very much for calling. The number that I gave out for the seminar, that number is for export, is export number. That's what I call it. So if you have questions, anything, we could continue the conversation on that number on WhatsApp, not call. Just drop your WhatsApp message. I will respond to it. The number is 08022493182. Drop the message. You'll get a response. If not now, you will get a response. Just drop your message there. Thank you very much. Coming up next at 10:30 is Area Mata. Keep it here. We are the voice of the people, 90.3 FM.
As a business person, it's important for you to always have a plan 5 years ahead.
Nigerian economy is in a state of emergency, and everyone is screaming.
The internet does not know whether you're big business or.
Tune in every weekday, Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. to learn the latest strategies for building wealth and securing your financial future.
Yesterday's business cannot be today's business, unfortunately, so you have to definitely be ahead of the game.
Join